Okay. Hey guys, Lugion Master here, and welcome to another episode of Legends of Yu-Gi-Oh's Worst. This is a series where I talk about terrible cards ever printed by Konami. What they do, what they can do, and what could have been done to make them better. So, to cap off this Egyptian God series, I am talking about Obelisk the Tormentor. It is a level 10 Divine Attribute, Divine Beast effect monster with 4,000 attack and 4,000 defense. With this effect, requires 3 tributes to normal summon and cannot be normal set. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When summoned, cards and effects cannot be activated. Cannot be targeted by spells, traps, or card effects. Once per turn, during the end phase, if this card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. You contribute 2 monsters, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This card cannot declare an attack the turn this effect is activated. Alright, there's a lot to talk about this card in a short time span. That did not come out right. Anyway, so what can it do? Well, obviously it has the same self-protection and same requirements as the other 2 Egyptian God cards. So it cannot be, cards and effects cannot be activated when it's summoned. Its normal summon cannot be negated. Requires 3 tributes to normal summon it and cannot be normal set. Now, what does it do differently? Alright, it has more self-protection. It cannot be targeted by spells, traps, and monster effects. It can still be Kaiju'd, it can still be Mirror Force, it can still be Quaking. But for anything that would target it for an effect, you couldn't do. So that's some decent self-protection. Better than Slifer's by a landslide. Plus, this is something you're probably not gonna do. You're probably just gonna summon it to be a big beater, unless if you have the board to do this, but I don't know why you'd want to do this. So you contribute 2 monsters, so that's something you wouldn't want to do. But you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls. You can Raigeki them without paying life points, without, all that crazy stuff. Oh, but wait. You are contributing 2 monsters on your side of the field just to do that. Okay. And it cannot attack the turn this effect was activated. Alright, so yeah, sure you get some free destruction, but it can't attack. Okay, where do I talk about this? What could have been done to make it? Granted, hold on, before we get to that, actually. Granted, it's kind of good to give it the effect to where it can't attack the turn that effect was activated. Because you got a 4,000 beater on the field, which can't be targeted, let me remind you. It can still be, it dodges Draining Shield, but who plays Draining Shield? That's the real question. Who actually plays Draining Shield? Nobody. And I mean nobody. I used to back in the day, but that's a completely different story. Anyway, what could have been done to make this card better? Well, first off, the tribute 2 monsters to destroy your opponent's field. Granted, it can include itself, So chances are you are going to tribute itself and a different monster, a monster that you don't need. So, that's something. But I'd say reduce it to one monster. I mean, granted, I'd probably still make it broken, but then you could just, oh, I don't know. Just, well, you can just keep doing it over and over again. Just tribute one monster. Destroy all cards on the field. All monsters on your opponent's side of the field. Huh. But now, another thing that it could have is a little more self-protection. I like the it can't be targeted by spells, traps, and monster effects. However, I think what it should be, I know it's gonna be a little broken, is it can't be destroyed. Well, actually, that kind of makes it worse, I guess. But if you were to do it like this, it cannot be destroyed by spells, traps, and monster effects. You wouldn't be able to use Mirror Force on it, which targets it. Or you could, to make it even better, cannot be targeted or be destroyed by spells, traps, and monster effects. That would make it even better, because you can't target it, and you can't destroy it with card effects. Granted, you can still Quaking it. You could banish it with non-targeting means. You can Kaiju it. You can destroy it by battle. But those 4 ways are about the only way you'd be able to get rid of it, I believe. And the card cannot declare an attack the turn this effect was activated. Well, first off, the tribute to monsters, just like Gravekeeper's Descendant, I mean, it's not once per turn. So if you have 5 or let's see, you got Obelisk, if you got at least 4 other monsters on the field, you could do it twice, but you'd only be doing it once because your opponent's field would be most likely gone unless they got you in the Nightmare Lock. Other than that, basically, you're attributing itself and another monster that you don't need on the field. And that is pretty much that. Other than that, Obelisk the Tormentor is the best out of these 3 Egyptian gods. So, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the Creeper Cat Army. Also, tell me what terrible card you would like me to review next. I will see you later, recruits. Peace out.